About 8.5 minutes left in the first half. And they've got it by an inch.
First down, Bay City.
Hell, yeah, buy more coffee. You don't like it, buy yourself. I mean, they should buy more.
Bay City sends Sullivan wide to the left side, or check that, to the right side. Garrison in halfway out to the right side. Two backs in an I formation, and the handoff goes to Stozak up the middle. Got up a little head of steam and picked up about 5 yards, brought down by L.C. Benson. Also in on the play, Wayne McGill for the Crusaders.
Brought down by Benson. Gain of 5 yards on the play.
Make it 2nd and 5 for the Brahmas. The ball just across the 40-yard line. The Brahmas driving. And this time the handoff to Stozak goes nowhere, as he's met by number 90 for the Crusaders, Steve Radishaw, the leading tackler on the team. Radishaw, a 6'4" 250-pound defensive tackle from Eaton Rapids.
3rd down and 8 for the Brahmas.
I don't think Stozak's going to forget that one too easily.
Keep back there, folks. Keep back. Come on, keep back.
Loss of about 3 yards on the play. Make it 3rd down and 8 now for the Brahmas. Sullivan and Garrison both wide to the right side. And Haller goes back to pass. Throws downfield for Garrison. They rule that his knee's down, but he's got the yardage needed for a first down. Garrison right on the sideline as he made that catch with one knee on the ground. Good job by Tom Harris of the Crusaders, forcing Haller rather out of the pocket on that play. Just under 8 minutes remaining now in the second half. And Haller fumbles the snap. In on the play for the Crusaders, number 88, Guy Bancroft, had a good shot at picking up that ball, but it bounced out of his hands and was recovered by, looks like, number 55, Tom Besson, offensive center for the Brahmas.
2nd down and 10.
The referee's calling for a replay.
Make that
1st and 10 for the Brahmas. I don't know how many chances they're going to give them. Joe Costello, one of the coaches of the team, saying they're playing this game under protest. Haller passes complete for Sullivan on the sidelines, and a flag goes down. Brought down out of bounds by number 56, Jeff Bickerstaff, and number 21, Monty Griffin, and I think we're going to have an unnecessary roughness penalty on the Crusaders for that one. 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and 2 questionable calls by the officials on consecutive plays. Personal foul, dead ball foul against the Crusaders.
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit.
A late hit is the call. So the Brahmas have the ball, first down, 10 yards to go on the Crusader 14-yard line.
Come on, defense.
Haller comes up under center. He's got two backs in the backfield in a pro set. Garrison wide to the right side, Sullivan wide to the left. This pass intended for Sullivan. Tipped by number 2, L.C. Benson. Kept it away from Sullivan's outreached hands.
Intended for Sullivan, but incomplete, broken up by...
That'll make it 2nd down and 10 for the Brahmas.
All right.
7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in this, the first half from Olivet High School. Haller comes up under center, two backs in the backfield in a pro set, or an I formation rather. The handoff goes to Stozak up the middle, wide open, and he gets into the end zone for a Bay City touchdown. The Crusaders left the middle wide open on that one, and Stozak took advantage, was finally met at the 5-yard line, and just managed to bull his way into the end zone, twisting and turning and crossed the goal line and was met right there. But all he had to do was get there, and that's 6 points for the Brahmas. And Haller, who is the punter and the quarterback and the place kicker, will attempt the extra point. Garrison holds. And the extra point is blocked by number 55, Paul Binkowski of the Crusaders. The score now, Lansing Crusaders 14, Bay City 6, 7 minutes, 29 seconds remain in the first half from Olivet High School in Lansing Crusader football on Public Access Channel 36. Kevin Humes and Joe Clifford deep for the Crusaders to take the kickoff. We're expecting that Haller also does the kickoffs. No, the kickoff done by number 50. And taken by Humes at the goal line. He switches his field and heads upfield. He gets up past the 20 and fights for every inch he's going to get. Up almost to the 30-yard line, over the 25 to the 27. The kick by Larry Murray for Bay City took Humes right down to the end zone.
Can I go look at the ball? So sure, he walks over there, takes the ball, looks at it, goes, flip. They're all gone. The other team stays right there. Yeah.
Crusaders ball, first down and 10.
First and 10 for the Crusaders now. Bob Kubiak comes up. He's got Clifford and Root in the backfield in an I formation. Humes wide to the right side. And the pass goes out in the flat to Humes, who steps up over the 25-yard line, gets just about back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a yard on that play.
Brought down by Dave Rice.
Looks like no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Humes wide to the right, McCardle wide to the left. Two backs in a pro set behind Kubiak, who's back to pass, looking for McCardle. No, he dumps it off to Clifford in the backfield. Gets away from one man, heads upfield, and can't make it back to the 25-yard line. All of a sudden, the Brahmas are charged up. Met on that play by number 9, Tony Railings.
Brought down by most of the Brahmas. Loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd down and 13.
6 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the first half. Kubiak taking his time in the huddle. Sends Humes wide to the right side, McCardle wide to the left. Root and Clifford in an I formation behind him. And he goes back to pass, looking downfield for Humes. Covering on the play, number 24, Steve Woodrow for Bay City. That brings up a 4th down for the Crusaders. 4th and about 14.
4th down and 13 for the Crusaders.
And the Crusaders will have to punt the ball away. Coming onto the field, number 3, Tim Kirchmer.
He blew the whistle inadvertently before anybody covered the ball. He just blew it. What he said. Because he made a mistake. They get the down. Inadvertent whistle is somewhere the ball is bigger, and that's the way the game's played.
Going deep for the Brahmas, number 14, Brian Sullivan. We've got a flag in the backfield. Some early movement on the Crusaders' part. The ball took a Brahma bounce and was finally down by number 36, John Pawlowski. It's going to be movement in the backfield on the Crusaders. We'll have to see if the Brahmas decide to accept the penalty and make them kick it again. They'll decline it. And the Brahmas will take over. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The ball on their own 43-yard line. 5 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And they're down by 8. The score now 14-6 in favor of Lansing. These could be the 2 teams that we see in the championship game 3 weeks from tonight. Bay City leading their conference and the Crusaders leading theirs. Haller comes up to the line, 2 backs in an I formation behind him. The handoff goes to the first man through, number 42, Chris Williams, who bulls his way up for a gain of about 4 yards.
Chris Williams, ball carried, brought down by number 90, Steve Radishaw.
Radishaw on the tackle.
Gain 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Chris Williams, 6 foot, 230-pound fullback. Played his high school ball at Bay City Handy, and attended college at Grambling. Stozak gets the pitch and brought down in the backfield. That's number 64 for the Crusaders, Dwayne Ferris. Ferris, 5 foot 10-inch, 235-pound defensive end from Lansing Everett.
Dwayne Ferris. 3rd down and 10 for the Brahmas.
That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Bay City. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Haller back to pass. Scrambles out of the pocket. He's got a lot of room to run, and he's got a 1st down. Brought down by Tom Harris and L.C. Benson, but not before he picked up the yardage he needed for a Bay City 1st down. Brought it across midfield down to the Lansing 43-yard line.
1st down, Bay City.
Looked like that could have even been a called play to have the quarterback run it. Just take a couple of steps back, and he had the opening. Quarterback draw, as it were. Haller brings the Brahmas up to the line. He's got Sullivan wide to the left side, Garrison wide to the right. And the handoff goes to Stozak, brings it around the right side. Brought down by Dwayne McGill after a pickup of about 6 yards.
58, Dwayne McGill. Gain 5 yards on the play, 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 now for Bay City. Sullivan goes wide to the left side. Garrison comes close to the right side of the field. The tight end, 88, Niedzweski, is tight on the right side of the line. Two backs in an I formation, and Haller's back to pass. Looking for Sullivan. He's got him. First down for Bay City. Sullivan brought down by L.C. Benson.
Brought down by L.C. Benson. And 8 yards on the play. First down for Bay City.
First and 10 now for the Brahmas from the Crusader 29-yard line. Haller back to pass. Looking in the corner for Garrison, and overthrown, covering on the play, Monty Griffin.
Haller's pass intended for Jared Garrison. Incomplete on the cartridge, Monty Griffin.
Pretty error. I thought she was whoa. They put them on the Giants.
Second down and 10 now for Bay City. 2 minutes, 11 seconds remain in the first half. And Stozak gets a draw play and is smothered. Paul Binkowski in the backfield, very alert. Also back there with him, number 99, Bob Beasley.
Stozak, the ball carrier, brought down.
And we've got the 2-minute warning. We've got 2 minutes remaining in the first half from Olivet High School in Olivet, Michigan. The score, Lansing Crusaders 14, Bay City Brahmas 6.
Let's play football now.
And in the backfield, very alertly on that play, Haller going back to pass. Binkowski once again. Obviously, Paul Binkowski has found the key to getting into the Bay City backfield. It is not an easy task. The offensive line averages 250 pounds per man. One of the bigger offensive lines in the league. This team geared for power offense.
Timeout.
And Bay City calls a timeout.
Immediately following tonight's game, Crusaders will be hosting a party at the Sherwood Forest Apartment Clubhouse, which is located at the...
1 minute, 29 seconds remaining in the first half from Olivet High School. The Crusaders lead 14-6 over the Bay City Brahmas. Haller back in a shotgun formation for the second time this evening. The flags fly. We're going to have an offside penalty on the Brahmas.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion on the Brahmas is the call.
First down and 25 yards to go.
This Bay City team won the Northern Conference Championship in the Michigan Charity Football League last year and was booted out of the playoffs by the Cadillac Northmen, the eventual champions. Fourth down now, 20 yards to go for the Brahmas, and Haller is back to punt the ball. And this time we're going to have offside on the Crusaders. It seems. Binkowski well across the line, well in advance. And we'll just have to see if it was drawn offsides or if it just jumped early. They're going to say it was drawn offsides.
Another 5-yard penalty brings up a first down and 30 yards to go.
We got 4th and 25 now for the Brahmas after they were pushed back 10 yards on consecutive motion penalties. The ball is on the Lansing 47-yard line. Haller is deep to punt. Crusaders just leaving a regular defense in, not knowing whether they're going to fake a punt or not. Fernando Zardevar takes it at the 30-yard line and heads upfield. Still has it, pitches back to Monty Griffin. And Monty finally brought down by number 34, Jeff Baum.
Griffin was brought down by number 42, Chris Williams. The Crusaders left the ball.
So the Crusaders have the ball on their 23-yard line.
24-yard line.
A minute 14 remaining in the first half. And they're up by 8 points, 14-6 over the Brahmas. Bo Newberry wide to the right side. Marshall Dill wide to the left. Kubiak under center with Root and Clifford in the backfield. And Kubiak back to pass looking for Bo Newberry. He's got him in the right side. And Newberry brought down by number 24, Steve Woodrow. And there's a flag down on the play, a little extracurricular activity.
Penalty flag on the play.
We're going to have to see who this penalty is on. The Newberry was trying to stretch that run for as far as he could. And Woodrow had him in the grasp and had to wrestle him to the ground, and then they exchanged words after that happened. Shortly after that, the flag was dropped. 41 seconds remaining in the first half. Crusaders haven't scored in this second quarter. Or haven't scored since the first play of the second quarter, rather.
54. 41. 6 more seconds on the clock. I'll just let me know when to start it, okay?
They're having some discrepancy on the time left on the clock.
That was 6 seconds left.
We'll count them down.
Just tell me when to start the clock. I can't set it.
Trying to get 6 more seconds on the clock, which is not real easy on these older scoreboards. The Crusaders have the ball, second down, and about 4 yards to go.
I'm talking about the white hat.
No, the guy right here. I'm supposed to watch him.
A little bit of confusion on the field right now with the referees. Seems as if one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing here. There was at least one penalty flag down on the play, and in all the confusion with setting the clock, we don't know exactly what the penalty was. In any effect, the Crusaders have the ball, second down, and about 4 yards to go. Kubiak comes up under center. He's got Bo Newberry wide to the right, Marshall Dill wide to the left. He's back to pass, looking downfield for Marshall Dill, who takes it away from the Bay City defender, number 17, Scott Smith. And that's the second time in this game that Scott Smith has had a ball taken out of his hands by a Lansing receiver. First and 10 for the Crusaders, 35 seconds left. Same lineup as last time. Kubiak back to pass, flips it out to Ken Root out of the backfield, who heads to the right sideline and brought down by number 24 of Bay City, Steve Woodrow.
How many yards?
5 yards on the play. Second down and 5.
Root managed to pick up 5 yards on that one.
Timeout, Lansing.
Bring up second down and 5, and Lansing Crusaders want a timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. From Olivet High School, the score 14-6 in favor of Lansing. This is Public Access Channel 36. Second down and 5 now for the Crusaders. Kubiak throws downfield, intended for Newberry. Looked like he may have picked it up off the grass, and that's what the ref says. He says he picked it up off the grass. Incomplete pass. Newberry doesn't seem too disappointed in the call. Third down now. The clock stops at 14 seconds left. And Kubiak back to pass once again. Rolls out of the pocket to his left. Looking for Marshall Dill. Marshall cut in, and Kubiak threw out for the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and a flag down in the backfield is a penalty against the Brahmas.
Personal foul on the Brahmas.
It'll be a personal foul call. The tempers are running a little hot out there tonight.
Take the 15 yards and take the field goal. Double over 7. Take the 15 yards.
We've got 7 seconds remaining in the first half. A personal foul call against the Brahmas. They'll have to walk it off, and it'll be a first down for the Crusaders. Joe Costello on the sidelines telling Kubiak not to use all 7 seconds he's got. So we can look for one quick pass play, and then they'll probably try to get number 3, Tim Kirchmer, onto the field. Add 3 points to that lead. Kubiak back to pass. Looking into the end zone for Newberry, and intercepted and dropped by number 2, T.J. Troop. Troop had it in his hands, just couldn't hang on to the ball. Lansing calls a timeout, and they're going to bring Kirchmer onto the field to attempt a field goal. 2 seconds left on the clock. The ball is on the 15-yard line. Kirchmer looks like he'll be placing the ball on about the 23, so it'll make it a 33-yard field goal attempt. The only other field goal he attempted tonight, he had the distance, but it was wide to the right, so let's see what he can do on this one. The Crusaders come up to the line. Kubiak holds. The kick is up. No good. Wide to the left this time. A knuckleballer. Used up all the time on the clock. So at the end of the first... Welcome back for the second half from Olivet High School. This is Lansing Crusader football on Channel 36. The Crusaders to kick off to the Bay City Brahmas.
And back deep for the Brahmas, number 3.
Number 3, Tony Wolcott, is back deep for the Brahmas.
And number 10, Chuck Gordon.
And Tim Kirchmer ready to kick off for the Crusaders to start the second half. We've got 24 minutes of action left. Kirchmer gets a low kick downfield taken by number 7, Herb Stoneman. And Stoneman brought down by Fernando Zardevar at the 35-yard line. So Bay City takes over 1st and 10. And an injured Crusader on the field, number 37, that's Russ Wilcox, who was injured early in the first half and was favoring the same leg. Came back out onto the field, and now he's favoring that left leg once again. Ben Haller brings the Brahmas up to the line. Sullivan wide to the right side, Garrison wide to the left. The handoff goes to Stoneman around the right side. A flag goes down, and Stoneman finally brought down.
Stoneman carried, brought down by a host of Crusaders.
3 or 4 Crusaders in on the tackle. Benson, Monty Griffin in on it. Number 35, Mike Wade, was in there. as well as Guy Bancroft, 88 for the Crusaders. The penalty is going against the Brahmas, so it negates a fine run by Stoneman. And we didn't see the call. It was a holding call on the offense.
First down and 20 yards to go.
So 1st and 20 now for the Brahmas. Sullivan wide to the right once again. Garrison wide to the left. 2 backs in a pro set behind Haller. And Haller pitches it out towards number 1, Garrison. Covering on the play, L.C. Benson, number 2 for the Crusaders.
For Jerry Garrison is incomplete. 2nd down and 20 for the Brahmas.
Good sized crowd made the trip down from Lansing for this game at Olivet. And Haller brings the Brahmas up once again. Garrison wide to the left side, Sullivan wide to the right. 2 backs in an I formation this time behind him. And the handoff goes to Stoneman, who brings it to the left side and gets it up to about the 30-yard line rather. Brought down by number 90, Steve Radishaw.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. 3rd down and 19 yards to go.
3rd down and about 19. Crusaders are going to be looking pass all the way on this one. And Haller goes straight back to pass. Flips one out to Stoneman. Came out of the backfield. And Stoneman gets it up close to the original line of scrimmage, but no farther.
By number 32, Fernando
Zardavar on the tackle for the Crusaders. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. And Haller will force to be punted away.
Brings up a 4th down and 10 for the Brahmas.
Kevin Humes and Joe Clifford go back deep for the Crusaders.
Hey, Kenny!
Haller back to punt for the Brahmas. Gets a high punt off downfield. He'll bounce into Humes' arms, and he's pushed back. Brought down by 2 men, number 16, Scott Merritt, and number 88, Gary Niedzweski. We've got an offsides call against the Crusaders on the punt. I'm sure the Brahmas will accept that penalty. It'll be 4th down and 5. And they do accept the penalty.
Offside Crusaders. Still.
So it'll be 4th and 5 now. And the defense has to come back out on the field. 9 minutes, 28 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter from Olivet High School. Haller back to punt once again for the Brahmas. And this time he gets a low punt off. It'll be taken by Humes, and he's got some room to run up the sideline. He jumps over a couple men. A flag goes down. Finally brought out of bounds by number 81 of Bay City, Atwin Davis. 6 foot 1 inch, 230-pound tight end. But a flag came down on the field on the run back. And I hear the word clip down on the sidelines. Could be a clipping penalty against the Crusaders on their run back. The yardage of the penalty would be assessed from the point of infraction. All in all, the Crusaders will still be in better shape than if they had not taken the penalty on the original punt from 10 yards away.
First down and 10 for the Crusaders on their own 37.
First and 10 for the Crusaders. They have it on their own 37-yard line. Now, if Bay City had declined the penalty against the Crusaders on 4th down on the original punt, the Crusaders would have been operating first and 10 from around their own 20-yard line. Now they've got it first and 10 from the 37. Kevin Humes goes wide to the right side. Mark McArdle wide to the left. 2 backs in a pro set behind Bob Kubiak, the first offensive series for the Crusaders this half. And the ball goes to Ken Root. Off right tackle. Blasts his way up for about 2 yards.
2 yards on the play. Brought down by number 56, Terry Rawlings.
Second down now and 8 yards to go. 8 minutes, 27 seconds remain in the third quarter. Crusaders clinging to a 14-6 lead. Humes wide to the right side. McArdle wide to the left. Kubiak back to pass. Looking for Humes. He's got him, and Humes gets away from one man and gets some room to run down the sideline. Finally brought out of bounds. Making the play for Bay City, number 49, Tony Railings, one of their leading tacklers.
21 yards on the play.
21 yards on the pass to Kevin Humes. Crusaders have it first and 10 inside Brahma territory. The Crusaders looked early in the game as if they were going to run all over the Brahmas, leading at 1 point 14-0 early in the second quarter. But then Bay City tightened up for the remainder of the second quarter, and really the Crusaders didn't get much of anything going after that. Ken Root gets the call again on a draw play and picks up about 4 yards.
72, Bill Jones.
72, Bill Jones on the tackle for the Brahmas. Second down now and about 7 yards to go rather. Pick up a 3 on the play. Kubiak comes up under center. Getting rushed hard. The ball almost intercepted at the line of scrimmage by number 79, Dave Watts. The Brahmas, who don't blitz very often, sure had one on that time, and Kubiak was pressured, something that he usually doesn't have to face. That'll bring up third down and 7 yards to go on the incomplete pass. Kevin Humes goes wide to the right side. Mark McArdle wide to the left. Kubiak back to pass, looking for Mark Bozo. He's got him at the sideline. First down for the Crusaders.
Kubiak's pass is complete to Mark Bozo.
It's going to be close at least. It might not be a first down.
For Steve Willeritz.
That's going to be about 9 inches short of a first down. With fourth down and inches to go, we'll have to see what the Crusaders choose to do. Usually a team will just send the quarterback up the middle. They line up with 2 backs in an I formation. They break into a pro set now. Root and Clifford in the backfield, and Kubiak pushes the ball behind him. Now that's something I haven't seen the Crusaders do before. If that was planned that way, and it certainly looked like it was, Kubiak took the snap, plunged into the line, and threw the ball behind him on the ground, where Ken Root picked it up and ran around the left side of the line for the first down. Not something you're going to want to do on every play, but it worked in that situation. McCardle goes wide to the left side, Humes wide to the right. Kubiak back to pass. Looks across the middle for Humes and almost intercepted by number 2, T.J. Troop.
Kubiak's pass intended for Willis. Humes knocked up on number 2.
T.J. Troop steps right into the pass pattern and almost had it. Fell down trying, actually. 2nd down and 10 for the Crusaders. They're on the Bay City 25-yard line. Kubiak back to pass once again. Looks in the corner for Kevin Humes. This time the interception is completed. Number 24, Steve Woodrow, picks that pass off deep in the end zone. And the Brahmas will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Kubiak only intercepted this season on the average 1.8 times per game. There's a flag on the play, illegal motion on the Crusaders, which Bay City, of course, will decline as they take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 6 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Bay City trailing by only a score of 6-14. We knew before the game started that this one was going to be one of the toughest ones the Crusaders have had all season. Number 12, Ben Holler, comes up under center. Jerry Garrison wide to the right side. Haller's incomplete pass broken up by number 85 of the Crusaders, Paul Knight, who got a hand on him just as he was releasing the ball.
Down by number 85, Paul Knight.
2nd down and 10 now for the Brahmas. Sullivan goes wide to the left side. Garrison wide to the right this time. 2 backs in an I formation. The pitch goes back to Stoneman, who goes around right end and goes up in the air and brought down hard by the Crusaders, number 88. Guy Bancroft, Dwayne McGill also in on the tackle. Pick up a 5 yards on the play, make it 3rd down and 5 to go.
5 on the play, 3rd down and 5 for the Brahmas.
Operating from their own 25-yard line. Haller back to pass, rolling to his left, looks for Garrison. He's got him. Good for a 1st down. Garrison brought down out of bounds by L.C. Benson with a little bit of help from number 90 rather. That's Steve Radishaw.
Number 90, Steve Radishaw, and number 2, L.C. Benson.
If anything, this game is being bad for the Crusaders in the form of injuries. Al Wilcox went out early in the game. Russ Wilcox went out twice early in each half. Bob Sweeney's taken his equipment off, and now Jeff Biggerstaff has taken his equipment off on the sidelines. Haller back to pass once again. He's got Stoneman coming out of the backfield, but Stoneman is stopped short by Radishaw, 90. And the eventual loss on the play. A loss of about 3 yards on the play makes it 2nd down and 13 yards to go. Sullivan comes wide to the right side, Garrison wide to the left. Stoneman along with Williams in the backfield behind Haller in an I formation. The handoff goes to Stoneman, who comes along the right side, brought down by Dwayne McGill. Stoneman gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Actually, it looks like he didn't make it quite that far back. Make it 3rd down and 11 to go. 3rd down and 11 now for the Brahmas. And Stoneman goes off the field for a breather. Should be replaced in the backfield by Stozak. And it is Stozak and Williams will line up in an I formation behind Haller. Sullivan wide to the right side. Garrison wide to the left. And Haller back to pass. He wants Garrison. Forced out of the pocket, rolls to his left side. A flag goes down. And the ball almost intercepted, but out of bounds. L.C. Benson covering on the play. There's about 3 receivers in the area. And flag. It's going to be offensive pass interference against the Brahmas. It'll be yardage and a loss of downs, so the Brahmas will have to punt it away to the Crusaders. Coming onto the field, Kevin Humes and Joe Clifford.
15-yard penalty and a loss of down.
15 yards and a loss of down. So it'll be 4th down and 25 yards to go.
26 yards to go.
4 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the quarter. This is the 3rd quarter from Olivet High School. Humes and Clifford back to receive the punt, standing on their own 45-yard line. Haller's back on about the 5-yard line. And he gets a high punt off. It'll be taken by Clifford, diving for it at the 45-yard line.
Haller's punt is fielded by Clifford.
So Clifford with a diving catch of the punt at the 45-yard lines give the Crusaders possession in Bay City territory. There'll be a 40-yard punt for Haller. Marshall, Dill, and Bo Newberry back in the game for the Crusaders at wide receiver. Kubiak comes up the line. He's got Root and Clifford in the backfield, lining up in an I formation. Now they split into the pro set. And Kubiak on the draw play to Root. Gets back up to the line of scrimmage and picks up maybe an extra yard, if that much.
Brought down by number 50, Larry Murray. Getting 1 yard on the play brings up a 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 now for the Crusaders, as they talk things over in the huddle. Marshall Dill goes wide to the right side this time. Bo Newberry comes to the left side of the field. Joe Clifford and Ken Root still in the backfield behind Bob Kubiak. Kubiak back to pass, looks downfield, has Bozo in the middle. That's good for a 1st down, and a flag goes down after the play. Flag goes down after the play. To see what this flag is all about. The tackle on that play for Bay City made by T.J. Troop. Personal foul against the Brahmas. A late hit will give them 15 extra yards on that, and the Crusaders now are close to scoring. They're close to a position to be able to score at least. And this would really help the Crusaders out if they could get this extra touchdown. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kubiak sends Bo Newberry wide to the left side, Marshall Dill wide to the right, Clifford and Root in an I formation. The pitch goes to Clifford, who brings it along the left side of the line and dives forward to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. So nothing was opening up in front of him and tried to get as much as he could. And he got back to about the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1 yard on the play brings up a 2nd down and 11 from the 11-yard line.
Crusaders had a serious threat earlier in the 3rd quarter. Kevin Humes streaking into the corner of the end zone, but that pass was intercepted. Kubiak back to pass. And he hits Ken Root coming out of the backfield, who gets down to about the 10-yard line and is smacked on the helmet. You could hear that one all the way up here. Making contact on the play in more ways than one. T.J. Weist for the Brahmas. A flag went down. A flag went down during the play downfield. Preliminary indication is that it's illegal motion on the Crusaders.
Oh, yeah, you got to. You got to. Hey, that's all lost more Come on,
The penalty pushes the Crusaders back 5 yards. 2nd down and 15 to go. 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Pitch goes to Root, who's going to pull up on a halfback option and throw downfield. Almost intercepted by T.J. Troop, number 2.
Took the pitch on and attempted a pass, which fell incomplete.
The Crusaders are going to try a field goal here. 1 minute, 51 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. No, it's only 3rd down. The field goal squad was taking the field a little prematurely. 3rd down and 16 yards to go for the Crusaders.
It's a lot nicer when you get up there.
Newberry goes wide to the right side, Dill wide to the left. 2 backs in a pro set. And Kubiak back to pass. Looking for Dill. We're going to have interference on the defense on that play. That was number 3, Tony Walcott. And was all over Marshall Dill at about the 2-yard line. Came up from behind, and it's defensive interference on the Brahmas. Should give Lansing about enough yardage for the 1st down. And Mark Elzinga comes onto the field for the Crusaders. They've got 2 quarterbacks in there now. One has to wonder what the Crusaders are planning now. It's not enough yardage.
5 yards to go down there.
So, no, it is a 1st down. First and goal to go for the Crusaders. Kubiak back to pass. Got himself in trouble and almost intercepted again by Troop. Kubiak got in trouble and had to scramble around. Was trying to hit Mark Bozo. And Troop stepped in front of him. 2nd down now and 10 yards to go. 2nd down and goal, rather. The ball on the 10-yard line. Newberry goes wide to the right side. Marshall Dill wide to the left. Ken Root and Joe Clifford in the backfield, pro set. A quick pitch out intended for Newberry and knocked down by Mark Bozo. Bozo was reaching for it, and it was heading right for Bo Newberry. I'll bring up 3rd and goal now. The Crusaders have been snake bit as far as scoring touchdowns goes since the first play of the 2nd quarter, and we're almost through the 3rd quarter here. Bo Newberry goes wide to the right side. Marshall Dill wide to the left. Mark Bozo, the tight end, in tight on the right side of the line. Kubiak back to pass. A flag is flown, Newberry catches the ball for an apparent touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
Touchdown, but there is a penalty flag down. Legal motion on the onside.
Sounds like the penalty is illegal motion against the Crusaders. The Brahmas sideline rejoicing at that news.
Legal motion on the Crusaders.
Illegal motion is the call. 5-yard penalty. We'll make it 3rd down and 15 now. And the Crusaders continue to be snake bit as far as scoring touchdowns or scoring in any manner goes in this game. They've also attempted 2 field goals. And they had 1 ball intercepted in the end zone. Dill goes wide to the left side, Newberry wide to the right. Kubiak back to pass. He's looking for Newberry deep in the end zone, and it's too deep. Kubiak throws it out of the end of the end zone. It'll bring up 4th down, and now Tim Kirchmer comes onto the field to attempt a field goal. Kirchmer was working on the field goals during halftime. One minute, 25 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Kirchmer sets up for a field goal attempt. He'll be kicking from about the 27-yard line, make it a 37-yard attempt. And this one is partially blocked. Picked up by number 17 for Bay City, Scott Smith, who gets some room to run with it. Still on his feet, reversing his field. Now he's got lots of room, and he's got some blockers in front of him. Finally brought down. Combination effort by Tim Kirchmer, the kicker, and number 90, Steve Radishaw, and that should fire the Brahmas up. They've got the ball inside the Lansing 30, whereas a couple of minutes ago, Lansing completed a pass into the end zone, only to have it called back by a motion penalty. The ball blocked and went down to the side, stayed in the field of play, where Smith was able to pick it up. And a dead ball personal foul adds insult to injury for the Crusaders, bringing it 15 yards further down the field. So instead of 1st and 10 just inside the 30, it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Call it the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13, and Bay City should be up. See if they go for it all on this play after the big turnover. Garrison goes wide to the right side. Sullivan wide to the left. Haller under center. 2 backs in an I formation. The handoff goes to the 2nd man through, Stoneman, who brought it to the right side of the line and got it up to the 10. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Bay City's got the ball inside the 10-yard line now. 51 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. 2nd and 6. Garrison wide to the right side. Sullivan wide to the left. 2 backs in an I formation. Williams and Stoneman. The pitch goes to Stoneman, who brings it around the right side, gets away from 1 man, and down at the 10-yard line. In on the tackle, number 56 for Lansing, Jeff Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff had his equipment off earlier in the game. He's back in action now. No gain on the play. They bring up 3rd down and 6 now. Fernando Zardevar comes in the game for Jeff Myers. It looks like the clock is going to expire before Bay City can get this play off. 2-1, and that's the end of the quarter. We've got 12 more minutes to go. Bay City knocking on the door. The score currently, Lansing Crusaders 14, Bay City Brahmas 6. This is Lansing Crusader football on Public Access 36. 3rd down now, 6 yards to go for the Brahmas. Haller up under center. Handoff goes to Stoneman, tries to bring it up the middle. Costello in on the tackle. Let's see Paul Binkowski getting up off the pack. Also in on the tackle, number 99, Bob Beasley. 4th down now. Haller to attempt a field goal. The kick is up, and it's good. The kick is good for Haller. That makes the score now Lansing Crusaders 14, Bay City Brahmas 9. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remain in the game. Larry Murray in to kick off for the Brahmas. Deep for the Crusaders, Kevin Humes and Joe Clifford. This one angling over towards Clifford, who takes it at the goal line and brings it out. He's got plenty of room right up the middle. And Clifford brings it out to about the 24-yard line before he's brought down by number 42, Chris Williams. Also in on that tackle, 56, Terry Rawlings for the Brahmas. The Crusaders take over 1st and 10. Their own 24-yard line. 11 minutes, 10 seconds remain in the game. And the Crusaders only in front by 5 points, 14-9. Remember, this Bay City Brahmas team back in 1982 was the Midland Rough Riders, and at that point they were the last team to beat the Crusaders in the regular season. Kubiak back to pass. He finds Joe Clifford coming out of the backfield.
Kubiak pass complete to Mark McCardle.
Oh, that's Mark McCardle, rather, number 9.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and about 3 yards to go. McCardle got the ball up over the 30-yard line. Kevin Humes wide to the right side, McCardle wide to the left. Clifford and Ken Root in the backfield in an I formation. Handoff goes to Clifford, brings it around the right side. A nice block to spring him by Kevin Humes. And he gets it up over the 35-yard line for a 1st down for Lansing. Kevin Humes, the wide receiver who lined up on the right side, had a great block to get Clifford around the corner on that one.
Terry Andrews. Good enough for first down, will be 1st down and 10.
The referee just noticed that the kicking tee was still on the field. Humes wide to the right side, McCardle wide to the left. Root and Clifford in the backfield in the pro set. Kubiak back to pass. Looking for McCardle on the sideline, overthrown. Covering on the play, number 24 is Steve Woodrow. Number 17, Scott Smith, also back there. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Crusaders. Crusaders going on this series of downs with Kevin Humes and Mark McCardle at wide receiver. Mark Bozo in at tight end. He lines up tight to the left side of the line, along with McCardle, who's wide to the left. Humes wide to the right. 2 backs in an I formation. And Kubiak back to pass, looking down the sideline for Humes. He's got him. Humes turns around and picks up a couple extra yards before he's brought down by number 3, Tony Walcott.
Penalty flag on the play.
Penalty flag is down on the field. It's enough for a Crusader 1st down, and the penalty goes against the Crusaders.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield is the call on the Crusaders.
Brings up a 3rd down and 15.
It'll be 5 yards. Loss of down. 3rd down, 15 yards to go now. The Crusaders need the big play here. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remain in the game, and they're up by only 5 points. Remember, the Crusaders led at one point 14-0. The score now 14-9. Kubiak back to pass. Looking for Humes on the sideline, underthrown and almost intercepted by a diving Steve Woodrow. They'll bring up 4th down. The important thing for the Crusaders now is to get a good punt. And for the defense to stay charged, the last time down the field, they allowed 3 points. Already, Bay City has scored over what the Crusaders usually allow per game. Crusaders averaging 6 points a game that they give up. Kirchmer back to punt. Takes it on a hop. He's having trouble handling it. He's going to have to throw downfield. And it's caught by number 54 for the Crusaders. That's Tom Harris, who caught the ball. There's a flag down on the field. They're going to call, if the flag is allowed, it's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield in the person of Tom Harris.
Eligible receiver downfield on the Crusaders. Member from the in-laws. Bay City take the left.
There really was nothing Kirchmer could do except throw the ball. He had trouble picking it up. There's a bit of discussion down on the field between Joe Costello, number 0 for the Crusaders, and the referees. The loss of down on the play gives the ball to Bay City, 1st and 10 on the Crusader 25-yard line. 9 minutes, 18 seconds left. The sprinklers are on in the end zone that Bay City's running toward. And if somebody goes too far through the end zone, they're going to get drenched. Oh, no. Ben Haller lines up under center. The handoff goes to number 20, Don Stozak, who brings it up the right side of the line. Pickup of about 5 yards. We had one sprinkler in the end zone was on, and now another one in the middle of the field goes on. Another one down on the other end of the field tries itself out. We're going to have an official timeout, needless to say. Sprinkler malfunction on the field at Olivet High School. Giving the players a chance to cool off a little bit. Second down now, 4 yards to go for the Brahmas after a 6-yard pickup by Stozak. Stozak and Williams line up in an I formation behind number 12, Ben Haller. Haller hands off to Stozak, tries the left side of the line this time. He's up close to a first down. I think I saw a flag go into the line once again. We'll have a penalty against L.C. Benson. Yeah, some of the Crusader fans are getting a little irate at the umpires, or the referees, rather. First down for the Brahmas, meanwhile. The ball is on the Crusader 13-yard line, 1st and 10 to go. 8:36 left in the game, and the Brahmas trailing by 5. Garrison wide to the right side, Sullivan wide to the left. The handoff goes to Stozak up the middle. Weaves his way up for a gain of about 3 yards.
Brought down by number 56, Jeff Bickerstaff.
Brought down by Bickerstaff on that play.
And number 55, Paul Binkowski.
With a little help from Paul Binkowski.
One on the play, second down at 9.
It'll be 2nd and 9 on the 1-yard gain by Stozak. The Crusader defense trying desperately to tighten up. Garrison wide to the right side, Sullivan wide to the left. 2 backs in an I formation are Williams and Stozak. Haller under center. The handoff goes to the first man through, Williams, who bulls his way forward for a gain of 2 or 3.
Chris Williams brought down by the front line of the Crusaders.
Crusaders' defensive line brings him down.
Gain of 3 yards, which
The gain of 3 will make it 3rd and 6 now for the Brahmas.
6.
Crusader defense hoping to hold him just one more time. Keep him to a field goal. Williams and Stozak still in the game. Garrison goes wide to the right side. Sullivan wide to the left. Williams in front of Stozak in that I formation of the Brahmas. Fakes the handoff, and the pass intended for Garrison falls incomplete.
Jerry Garrison.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Brahmas.
4th down.
And the kicking tee comes onto the field. 6 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the game, and the Brahmas are trying for a field goal that would bring them to within 2 points of the Crusaders. Always dangerous in the Michigan Charity Football League to watch for a fake field goal in this situation. Kick, somebody gets a hand on it, and it bounces off the bottom crossbar. Boy, that ball almost made it even with a hand on it. It bounced off the bottom crossbar. The Crusaders dodge a big bullet here with 6 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the game.
Crusaders will take over 1st down and 10.
Crusaders get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 6:54 to go in the game. The Crusaders desperately trying for at least a couple of 1st downs here. Take some time off the clock. Newberry comes up wide to the right side. Dill wide to the left. Clifford and Root in the backfield in an I formation. The handoff goes to Clifford, brings it around the right side, and brought down by number 56 of Bay City, Terry Rawlings.
6 Terry Rawlings.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down.
Dropped for a loss. Joe Clifford for the Crusaders has 33 rushing attempts this season, 3 touchdowns and 131 total yards. That was coming into this game. Kubiak up to the line. Back to pass. He's forced out of the pocket. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run for the sidelines. Picks up a couple of yards and gets out of the bounds to stop the clock. 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go.
3rd down and 7 for the Crusaders.
The score 14-9 here from Olivet High School football field in Olivet, Michigan. We're seeing a dandy between the Crusaders of Lansing and the Brahmas of Bay City. The last team to defeat Lansing in the regular season in 1982. Crusaders have only lost 2 games with Bob Kubiak at quarterback. One was that game to the Brahmas, and the other was the last game of the season last year, the championship game at Cadillac. Kubiak hits Bo Newberry. Downfield, good for a 1st down.
Kubiak's pass complete to Newberry. 1st down. Brought down by number 24, Steve Woodrow.
1st and 10 for the Crusaders. The ball on their own 34-yard line. Just over 6 minutes remain in this game. Newberry comes out wide to the right side. Marshall Dill wide to the left. Mark Bozo is in tight to the right side of the line. 2 backs in an I formation, and Kubiak back to pass. Throws for Bozo. Intercepted. Number 24, Steve Woodrow, picks off the pass near midfield. It went through Newberry's hands and through Bozo's hands and into the waiting arms of Steve Woodrow. The Brahmas have got to be up now. The ball on the Lansing 46-yard line. Haller brings the Brahmas up to the line of scrimmage. Two backs in a pro set behind him. The pitch goes to Stozak, number 20, who's forced wide and finally dives forward to the 45, a loss of 2 yards on the play. Forcing him out like that was number 88.
Brought down by 88, Guy Bancroft.
Guy Bancroft.
Loss of 3 yards on the play.
Guy Bancroft was in on that play for the Crusaders. Loss of 3 on the play makes it 2nd down and 13. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. Haller brings the Brahmas up to the line of scrimmage. Sullivan wide to the left side. Garrison in motion behind the line of scrimmage. Haller hits Garrison as he's diving for it for a completed pass, a pickup of about 4 yards on the play.
Haller's pass completed.
That'll be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go.
Gain of 4 yards on the play, 3rd down and 9.
3rd and a long 8 from the 46-yard line. Bay City sends Garrison wide to the right side, Sullivan wide to the left. The tight end is number 88, Niedzweski. Tight to the right side, 2 men in an I formation behind Haller. Haller back to pass. Going deep, having to run away from the defenders. He's got all kinds of time, hits his running back, Stoneham, in the backfield, and Stoneham gets it back up to the 45-yard line for a gain of a yard, but that brings up 4th down from the 45. Haller will have to punt the ball away, but don't forget he's the quarterback and the punter and the place kicker. You look for just about anything in this situation. Just under 4 minutes to play, and they're trailing by 5. Prime opportunity for a fake field goal or a fake punt at this point. Haller back to punt. And he does punt. A nice high punt. Plenty of hang time. Takes a Lansing bounce and down by number 90, Grant Marquis. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remain in the game from Olivet High School. It's a barn burner. Lansing Crusaders 14, Bay City Brahmas 9. Crusaders have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And a draw play up the middle. Ken Root springs one for a gain of 6. Just looking down on the sidelines, we notice yet another fallen Crusader. Jeff Myers out with a shoulder problem now. This game has been costly. Even if the Crusaders end up winning it, it has been costly in numbers of players. Sweeney out for the game. Al Wilcox out for the game, but not limping as much on the sideline anymore. Russ Wilcox has gone out twice. Kubiak pitches to Root. Tries it around right side, no place to go, cuts back inside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, picks up maybe a yard or 2 on the play.
Ken Root, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 50, Larry Murray.
He's close to the 30. Call it about a yard and a half to go. And 3rd down, 2:23 remaining in the game. Lansing hoping to get one more 1st down. This is the important one. Kevin Humes wide, lines up wide to the right side. McArdle wide to the left. 2 backs in an I formation. Root and Clifford. Clifford gets the call this time on the right side of the line. He may have been stopped short of the 1st down.
Two-minute warning.
And we've got the 2-minute warning from Olivet High School with the Crusaders leading the Brahmas 14-9. Number 3 for Lansing, Tim Kirchmer, in to punt the ball away on 4th down. And he gets a nice one way downfield, taken by number 14. That's Brian Sullivan, who took the punt and got about 10 yards back upfield and was hit at the 50, and boy was he hit. Number 2, L.C. Benson, on the play for the Crusaders. Stops them at midfield. They've got 1 minute and 51 seconds to get the ball in the end zone. A field goal is no good to them.
1 minute and 50 seconds remaining.
They need the touchdown. The clock is rolling, 1:48. Lansing trying desperately to hang on and finish its 3rd consecutive undefeated season. Garrison goes wide to the right side. Number 14, Sullivan, wide to the left. 2 backs in an I formation. The handoff goes to Stoneham. Number 7 stopped at the line of scrimmage and pushed back by the Crusaders. And boy, is the crowd charged up now. They'll give him his forward motion to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. The clock rolling. 1:08 remains. Garrison wide to the right side. Sullivan wide to the left. Haller under center. Haller back to pass. Looking for Sullivan on the sideline. Overthrown. Covering on the play, L.C. Benson. The pass out of bounds stops the clock at 53 seconds.
14, Brian Sullivan is incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for the Brahmas.
It has not been classic Crusaders. They scored early in the game, and then they scored on the first play of the 2nd quarter, and that was the last time their offense was heard from. They missed 2 field goals, and 1 pass was intercepted in the end zone. The crowd cheering for the defense. 3rd and 10, 53 seconds left. Haller under center, back to pass, dropping deep. The blitz is on. Look out! He gets away from 3 Lansing Crusader defenders. He throws downfield, intended for the tight end, needs Zawinski. Incomplete. Covering on the play, Jesse Brown, number 84, brings up 4th and 10. 43 seconds left. This is it for the Brahmas. If they can complete this pass, the game goes on. If they can't complete it, the Crusaders will fall on a ball a couple of times, and they will have finished their 3rd consecutive undefeated season. Haller back in a shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers all to the right side of the field. He takes the ball, drops back, rushed hard, and dropped. He fumbles the ball. The ball rolls out of bounds. And the Crusaders will have it 1st and 10 from the Bay City 35-yard line where the ball went out of bounds. 35 seconds left on the clock. And Bay City's valiant effort has fallen 50 yards short. All that's left now is for the Crusaders to run out the clock with 35 seconds left. And the cheers on the sidelines of Weir number 1 resound again. Kubiak up under center. Newberry wide to the right side, Dill wide to the left. Kubiak takes it and drops 5 yards back and falls. And the clock runs.
30 seconds.
Clock stops at 30 seconds remaining. They only credit Kubiak with a 2-yard loss on that one instead of the 5 that he took. There's 30 seconds left on the clock as Bay City calls a timeout. Kubiak approaches the line once again. Kubiak takes the ball, drops back 5 more yards, and drops to his knee. Time is called one more time. 26 seconds remain on the clock. The Crusaders will advance to the first round of the Michigan Charity Football League playoffs next weekend. Check the Lansing State Journal for details as to location of the game and game time. They'll have all the details you need. Crusaders come up to the line. 26 seconds left, 3rd down, and call it 15 yards to go. They're not really trying to move forward at all. Kubiak drops 5 yards, goes to his knee once again. Bay City takes its 3rd timeout.
Remember, following tonight's game, the Crusaders will be hosting a party.
4th down now. 21 yards to go. 23 seconds to go. And the Crusaders started their stall offense a little bit too early. They're going to have to punt the ball away here with 23 seconds left and try to pin the Brahmas deep. Obviously, the Crusaders didn't realize that the Brahmas still had 3 timeouts left. Obviously, they're not going to punt the ball away. Kubiak comes up to the line. He's got Bo Newberry wide to the right side, Marshall Dill wide to the left. 2 backs in an I formation. The pitch goes to Clifford around the right side of the line, dives forward, and gets to the down to about the 43-yard line, and time is called. 18 seconds left on the clock. There's a Bay City Brahma down on the field. Can't see who it is just yet. So with this timeout for injury, the score is 14-9. 18 seconds left in the game, and Bay City with one last chance. Okay, ready? The injured player, number 78, Ed LaBerge, being helped off the field. Lansing in their definite pass defense. They've got 5 defensive backs, maybe even 6. Haller back in a shotgun, throws deep. The right side. And 3 Crusaders run into each other. The one with the best chance at the ball, John Pawlowski, 36. Incomplete pass, leaves it with 9 seconds left. With another long pass like this should be the last play of the game. They might get 2 more out of here. Al Wilcox leading the cheers on the sidelines. Lansing's 3rd consecutive undefeated season. 3 wide receivers, or 2 receivers rather, both wide to the right side. Haller back to pass out of the shotgun. Takes a few steps forward, unloads down the middle of the field. The pass complete to number 10, Chuck Gordon. Referee calls time with 2 seconds left. No, the pass was not complete to Gordon, incomplete. Comes back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down in the season for Bay City Brahmas. 2 seconds remain. This is it. Does Haller have the arm to reach the end zone? We'll find out here. He floods 3 wide receivers, all wide to the right side of the line. He's all alone in the backfield. Throws it out into the flanks for a receiver. Gets away from one man. Throws deep downfield. Incomplete. And the Crusaders finished the 1985 regular season undefeated in Michigan Charity Football League play with a record of 7-0, defeating the Brahmas of Bay City by a score of 14-9. And like they say, it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win to the Crusaders. Here you see the two teams congratulating each other on the field.
For R.V. Gerby. At the other tackle, number 65, Frank Cole. At one end, number at the flanker, number 14, Brian Sullivan. At the other receiver, number Jerry Garrison. At fullback, number 42, Chris Williams. At tailback, number 7, Herb Stoneman. And at quarterback, number 12, Ben Haller. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Michigan Charity Football League champions. The back judge, Dick Lambert. The line judge, Jim Valerie. And the linesman, Frank Tellerico.